Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, just want to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchak Kodash. Alright, double honors to our elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to Yakim across the world, across the globe. Lifting up the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and doing the work and in truth and in sincerity. Alright? And basically, man, we're just going to go on with this lesson, basically just touching on the topic, because you got a lot of guys out there, a lot of black Hebrew Israelites that only think that the Israelites of the scriptures are black. They don't think that they're light skinned. They don't think that Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, Cubans, the Mexicans, Native Americans, they don't think that we're the Israelites, man. But if that's the case, man, why would Apostle Ramlab be out there doing the work for 25 years and plus, man? But why would you have the brother down in Mexico, in Mexico City, doing the work, man? Why would you have the brother out there in Puerto Rico doing the work, man? The light-skinned, brown, colored brothers, man. Why would you have confusion of faces? People that are have white skin, well, not white, but have pale flesh doing the work, man. Like the brother here in Chicago, Natsuzakia, man. Because the scriptures clearly says that these heathens, these other nations, won't be able to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Won't be able to do this work, man. This is not for them. The Most High ain't dealing with these other heathens, man. But basically, man, this thing is not about color, man. It's not about color on this side, man. You can be pale flesh, you can be a light brown, you can look like a Moabite. As long as your seed line comes from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, from the 12 tribes. If your father comes from that, you're an Israelite. Don't matter how you look, man. Don't matter what your mom is. It's where your father comes from, man. All right. But I'm just gonna start out with this first scripture. It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 16, and it reads, "The Spirit, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High." So what's the Spirit, man? Just words, man. Let me get that scripture just to back up the point. So John 6 and 63. Slack, yeah. Book of John, chapter 6 and 63. "It is the Spirit that quickeneth; the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are the Spirit and they are life." So the spirits are these words, these scriptures, man. The things in the scriptures, man, that the Israelites keep, man. It bears witness that we are the children of Israel, man. Like the different customs. Like for an example, down there in Mexico, the Issacharites, man, which are Israelites. According to the scriptures, man. They have ponchos. With the fringes on them. And the scriptures speak about the garments with the fringes, man. You got the Gadites over here. They have the same thing. They got their jackets with the fringes on them.
Yeah, you got that one Israelite in the neighborhood who got the fringes and
I know
his jacket and stuff. And he's straight Issachar.
Straight Issachar, man.
Whereas the customs are similar, man.
And in these prophecies, man, Genesis 49. Issachar is a strong ass crouching down between two burdens.
Right, and two burdens is North and
South America.
In South America, man. Negroes, the Negroes and the Latinos, the Negroes and Native Americans, they wasn't really dwelling in that area, but it was real heavy populated by Issachar, man.
And a mule, man, hey, those are hard-working animals, man. My parents, they grew up on the farm. I don't have experience of being on a farm, but they do. They tell me, yeah, man, those mules, man, they're hard-working animals. They work their ass off, man. Out of all the animals, those motherfuckers work their ass off, man. We're like that mule, man, that works our ass off, man. You know, but hey, the things in what the scripture says, man, hey, it clearly fits us, man. You know, these curses, man, fits in the northern kingdom, man. You know, there's no way getting around that, man. If I can get something real quick, just bear with me.
I got precept for you.
Here, go ahead. Or
This
let
is,
me. Or no, go ahead, Salah.
okay, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. It says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." You know, so the law, statutes, and commandments that we were supposed to keep and that we were obligated to enforce and live under, all right, we broke them. That's all the tribes, including the Hispanic tribes and Native American tribes. That's how you know, all right, that's how you know through the signs of the curses. That's how you know who the Israelites are. It doesn't matter if they're the Southern Kingdom, which would be the so-called Negroes, Jamaicans, and Haitians, all right, or the Latino tribes, man, which is the Northern Kingdom, all right. We're all under the same curses. That's why we all have the same sorts of types of ghettos.
Mm-hmm.
We're all pushed out to the outskirts of the city. All right,
Yep.
we're all under the same curses, man. All right, we all, you know, we all work the slave jobs. All right, then the Native American families, the families broken up. All right,
Mm-hmm.
they're under all these curses. Okay, so that just signifies and symbolizes that we are the same people, man. And it's like a small factor, man. If you look at how we dress, the music we listen to, the spirit of the things we do, it's the same spirit, man.
Yep.
Yeah, you
The same thing, man.
you go to in Southern Kingdom areas, you know what I'm saying, like further down south, this, that, and the other, before they make the separation from like a bridge or a viaduct to separate Judah or Issachar, you know what I'm saying? They all smacking that bass in that car, man.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. Yep.
They all doing that.
They all wearing fucking Jordans and Air Force Ones,
Sagging they
sagging
Hey,
their
they
pants. We the same people, man.
You know?
You niggas that don't believe that the so-called Latinos and Native American tribes of Israelite, you niggas are retarded, man. And you don't have, and the Lord's not dealing with you, man. If you can't see that, that's plain, man.
That's also part of the curses, man. You should have evil eye towards your brother, man. You know, that's what these black only Israelites have, man. They have an evil eye towards their northern kingdom brothers, man. You know, but it's also the other way around, man. You got a northern kingdom, because I'm a northern kingdom. I'm an Issacharite. I've been around Issachar my whole life, man. You know, and a lot of Issacharites, you know, they don't like the southern kingdom. You know, they you know, it's just the curses, man. You know, we despise one another, man. But in these last days, man, hey, our people are waking up and we're finally getting back together, man. We're becoming one, you know. God, let me bring this out, and you can bring your scripture out. But yeah, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and 33, and this is, you know, a part of the curses, man. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah. So the children of Israel is talking about the northern kingdom, the so-called Native Americans and Hispanics, man. You know. Um, and the children of Judah is your southern kingdom, the so-called Jamaicans, you so-called Haitians and so-called Negroes, man. You know, which predominantly you guys are dark skinned like these two brothers. You know, the children of Judah, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives, held them fast, and they refused to let them go. Hey, so we're being oppressed together, man. You know, we're out there in the ghettos, dwelling together, man. Living under the curses, man. You gotta watch your own back by your own brother. You know, you gotta watch out with these policemen, because they'll pick on you for nothing, man. They see an Issacharite driving in a car, man, and then automatically these police say, "Oh, this guy must be an illegal immigrant. He's got no papers. I'm gonna pull his ass over, man." You know.
Or even if you got Judah in the passenger, somebody who looked like Judah in the passenger seat, man, you know, they'll sit up here and be like, "Oh, are you gangbangers? Are you sure?" You know,
Kind of that just signifies that we're the same people, because our people, we go through that, we get harassed by the cops, but you don't see the heathens getting harassed by the cops.
Hell no.
It's only Mexicans, so-called Latinos, Native Americans, dark-skinned, Northern Kingdom, and the Southern Kingdom. We the only people that go through those types of things, man.
And if you also notice who's dwelling in the prison systems,
Yeah.
man. Who's out in and out of jail, man. Who, it's a northern and southern kingdom, man. These so-called Hispanics and Native Americans and you Judites are together in the prisons, man. Suffering, man. Being oppressed, man. You know?
Yeah.
Look at the Gadites in their neighborhoods, in their ghettos, man. They only got Esau. Don't give them water, man. Their water is filthy, it's dirty, man. They only give them like a bucket of water a day. I was watching a documentary, and a lot of those Gadites over there have like a bucket of water to survive for a day, man. To wash their hands, brush their teeth, take a shower, to drink, man. You know, these Gadites, man, have it hard as hell too, man. They're living in a tough, difficult situation, man. They're living under those curses, man. Meanwhile, you got Esau and these nice ass suburbs, man, with some clean ass water. They got the Whole Foods, Mariano surrounded around their neighborhoods, and in our neighborhood, you got a Save a Lot, Aldi's, GMO foods and shit, man.
Yep.
You got factories around our neighborhoods. You got these train stations right here, these train wrecks, man. Motherfuckers be breaking in, taking them guns and shit. We were being oppressed, man. It's evident, man, that the Northern Kingdom of us Hispanics and Native Americans, we are Israelites, man. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. You know?
So like the brother that read in that Romans, our spirit bear witness. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have that tension between Caucasians and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and blacks and Latinos. Because we're sworn adversaries ever since Cain and Abel, pretty much. I wanted to bring this out because the brother was going into how the fact that it's not just face value, man. First I want to bring out Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. It says, "And the Lord shall scatter, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, and the one end of the earth even unto the other." So with us being scattered and stuff, when you read Exodus, the first chapter, all us, and the brother read the Jeremiah 50 and 33, we've been oppressed together, right? So in all these different areas and stuff, we've been oppressed. And what happens when we get oppressed, man, we look for relaxation. So we like to have sex, man, So we in these different areas, and we popping all these heathen women, man, And then, like, say if you go, like, say when it comes down to a war or something, and you leave and you go back to your hometown, what tends to happen? If you got a son, he's growing up in that area, he's popping only those women, man, in them different other countries, and that goes into confusion of faces, man, So, and it doesn't go by face value, it goes by their spirit, because like brother read in the Romans, that's how you're going to find out, try the spirit by the spirit.
Oh, you got something? It's the book of Hosea, chapter 7, verse 8. Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned, man. Hey, so Ephraim, talking about you, Northern Kingdom, you Hispanics and Native Americans, man. We mixed ourselves among the heathens, man. And it says Ephraim is a cake not turned. So it's like when you making a pancake, whatever, on a pan. You put it on the skillet, and then you turn it over. The one side is dark, but the other side is still white, man. That's how a lot of Ephraim is, man. Northern Kingdom is, man. We mingled ourselves among the heathen, man. We be popping these white women, man. When these conquistadors they came and conquered the Aztec Empire, man. Ever since then, man, we've been mingled among these other heathens, man. You guys.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. It says, "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her." So when you go into that word speckled, it's tazabo I, and it says what is the taza, the ba, the wa, and the I, and it says colored, variegated, speckled. You know what I'm saying? So like when you think about these sparrows, right? Sparrows got different shades of brown on them, different spots and stuff, and he goes from brown to dark brown, to light brown like this brother's skin tone and stuff. Hey, we can come in different variations of color and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come in different colors, but at the same time, what lets us know that we're Israelites? Our spirit, man. You know.
That's right. And you know, the if you people that don't say the Israelites consist of any other tribe but the dark skinned ones or the so called Negroes, you know you're wrong, because in the scriptures it lets you know, it even lets you know how the Northern Kingdom got over here, man. All right, and you find the stones like the Lost Luna stones and all other types of artifacts with Hebraic writing.
In Puerto Rico, man,
Yeah.
they found some. I saw somebody posted in the orders room, you know, but they found them stones with the ancient Hebrew written on them, man. You know, you can't get around that.
You can't get around it, man. You niggas are retarded, man.
And it was definitely not those freaking those Spaniards that came in and conquered Ephraim. No, that was Ephraim, man. They knew who they were, man, back then, man. You know, before those Spaniards came and conquered them, man, and brainwashed them, man, and enslaved them and made them worship Cesare Borgia and these other different idols, man. Our people knew who they were, man, before we were conquered, man. You know, our people knew that they were Israelites, man. But hey, we've been conquered, man, and enslaved, brainwashed. So now our people forgot, man. But now our people are waking up again, man.
Yep,
you know, through this word, man.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, because our people don't know. Just because, like you said, our people don't know who they are. That's why they go off of the bywords that they've been given by the conquerors. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why you niggas think that you're going off the bywords that the conqueror gave the so-called Latino people. Now, with logic, if we found out who we are without the label that the conqueror gave us, who are they without their label that the conqueror gave them? They're the Hebrew Israelites as well. They're the Northern Kingdom that came over here. It's real simple. If the Lord and the Spirit is dealing with you, man, which is evident that the Lord is not dealing with it's not dealing with you people that can't understand this, man. Because this is a very, very spiritual thing, man. This truth is very spiritual, man. And if you can't come to that bar, you can't meet that level of spiritualness or spirituality, so to say, you're not going to be able to understand this truth, man. All right? You're not going to be able to understand and look at the vibrations of all the other tribes and see that we are all the same people, man. It's that deep, man. You know? But I'm going to get this account where it tells you how those other tribes, the Latinos, got over here to the North and South Americas, man. All right? This second Esdras 13 and 40. I'm going to start at 39. It says, "And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him, those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land." And that's when they came all the way over here into the North and South Americas, man. That's another land that they're talking about. That's why it was already people over here when Christopher Columbus, or Christopher Cologne, that's his real name being, came, Cristobal, or, you know, the damn devil. Before he came over, that's how he knew that there was people over here, based off these scriptures that we're reading now. They were reading this back then, man. All right, they had the same documentation, man. So what do you niggas talk about when you say that the people that were already over here aren't Israelites, man? And that they walked through the Bering Strait? Like, come on, man, it's madness, man. The history tells you how they got over here, man.
By boat.
By boat, is it kind? You know? And it says, 41, it says, "But they took this counsel among themselves, that they will leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, that they might there keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land." You know? And and examples of that is you coming over here and you seeing Native Americans with fringes. You finding Lost Luna stones. You finding all Hebraic writings everywhere over here in North and South America. All right, so they were trying to keep the customs over here to the best of their ability. You know, they were going off, of course. You know, but this just proves that they were trying to keep the laws, like it says here, over outside of being amongst heathen. That's why they came to North and South America, man. It's real evident, man. If the Spirit is dealing with you, you can see that. Like, wow, that makes sense, man. Because it's the truth. You know?
Right. You gotta look at Iscar, man. Till this day, they still cook with unleavened bread, man.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
which is one of the customs of the Passover, man. You know, certain things that the Lord had kept within our spirits to prove that we're Israelites.
I got something right here. It's the Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. And they assembled all the congregations together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. You know? Hey, so the father is the one that carries the seed, man. The one that brings forth, man. You know? So, hey, whatever your father is, man, is what you are, man. So if your father comes from the 12 tribes, if he's one of the 12 tribes, man, if he's an Israelite, yeah, you're an Israelite, man. It's not about your mother, man. You know, your mother can be a heathen, you know, and if your father's an Israelite, you're an Israelite, man. You know, but if your father is a heathen, if he's a Moabite or Edomite, and your mother is an Israelite, man, hey, you're not an Israelite, man. You're a tear, man. You know, you may look like us, but if your father is an Edomite, you're an Edomite, man.
Look at
You
Bill
know.
Clinton's son. You know, he looked dark. You know what I'm saying? Get the lineups and whatnot. But he a heathen, man. You know, because Bill Clinton is a Edomite. You know, he's just a dark color Edomite, man.
That's right. You will tell that by the spirit, man, because there's a where I work, man. There's I have a regular, and he's a judge. He looks like a so-called black man, but his awkwardness and his spirit, man, you can tell he's a damn terror, man. You can tell he's an Edomite. He act just like a damn white man. He just got a little tint in his skin color, man. You know, but you could tell the lighter skinned Puerto Ricans, the lighter skinned so-called Mexicans, all right, all the lighter skinned tribes, man. You could tell their spirit bear witness with ours, man. Just like the scripture said that we went into earlier, man.
They got the salt, man.
Yeah, they got the
the
salt.
singing. Who are the best football players, basketball players, man?
Baseball, soccer
Baseball,
players.
boxers, wrestlers,
Yep.
man.
It's all
You
of
know,
people.
who's the best singers, man? You know, they should, man. You know, when Jake sings, man, be making you dance and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. You know, you know. But when these heathens sing, man, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So what the hell is this shit, man? You got these Edomites with the rock and roll, the heavy metal and shit. Like,
Like,
well, what kind of music is that and shit? That shit's annoying as hell.
Jake
Man.
invented that, and see, and that's how you know, man. Jake invented rock and roll. You know, and there's Jakes within the rock and roll atmosphere. But most of the time, Esau tries to go into rock and roll and proclaim it as, oh, this is our genre.
They made the rock and roll worse than that.
They made it worse.
You know, yeah, you got some old school Israelites that are into that rock and roll and shit and the biking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some real good rock and roll, but it's not into that like screamo and you know, it's like they can't even sing, man. You know, it's like
all they doing
you
is
know,
screech.
well, like for instance, look at Jackass. These little stupid ass Edomites doing stupid ass things because they got no talent, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got to do stupid ass things and shove toy cars up their ass and because these heathens, man, these Edomites have no fucking talent in them. They have no salt in them, man.
Yeah, good.
That's why they do stupid things, man. You know, you know, and they think it's entertaining, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they can't do backflips, they can't sing. Edomites have no salt, man. These other heathens have no salt like us, man. And if they do, man, you know, most likely they're confusion to face Jake, man. You know, and that's why color does not matter on this side, man.
It's all about the spirit.
It's all about the spirit, man. You know, because hey, Israel's to the various captivities that we were in the past, man. You know that we were in, man. Hey, and we're mingled amongst these heathens. You know, hey, we're not gonna look the same as we used to back in the ancient world, man.
Nope.
You know, we're not gonna have the same facial characteristics, body structure, back in how we were in the ancient world, man. You know, we mingled in with these heathens, man. Now we look different, man. You know, so hey, on this side, it's not about color, man. You know, hey, if your spirit bears witness with this word, you know, and if your father comes from Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob from the 12 tribes, man, hey, you're an Israelite, man. You know, no matter how you look, and if your spirit bears witness, man, you can look white, you can look like a Moabite, Hamite, you know, but if you're out there doing the work, man, you're an Israelite, man. You know. Because these heathens, they're not going to be able to do this, man.
That's right.
You know?
I got precept.
Go ahead.
This is John 10 and 11. I'm gonna start at. I am the good shepherd. This is Yahushai. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So, first off, if you niggas don't understand that the so-called Latino and Native American tribes are Israelites, all right, you're just an idiot because Yahushua said he gave his life for all the sheep, and it consists of those other tribes as well, man. Not just the Southern Kingdom, which is you Negroes and Jamaicans and Haitians, man. He has other sheep, man, and it'll say it here. It says, but he that is in higher, Salakia, I'm going to jump down to 16. It says, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, because at this time they were in Israel. They were in the southern parts of Israel, all right, which consisted of just the southern kingdom, the Negroes, the Jamaicans, and Haitians. This is who Yahushua dwelt amongst. But he said this. He said, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, outside of the southern kingdom. It says, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. So the so-called Latino tribes and the Native American tribes, if we understand this truth, we hear the voice of Yahushua, man. So the Lord already knew that we made up his sheep. Because people look at me, they're like, oh, you're a Negro. I'm not even a Negro, man. I'm a Reubenite. I'll be a Northern Kingdom person. But I understand this truth. That's just like Yahushua said. All right, he said that we would hear his voice. His sheep hear his voice, no matter how we look, man. No matter what kingdom we come from, the northern or the southern kingdom. All right, and when he said this, he said he has other sheep of another fold that are not of this fold. He was talking about the northern kingdom that had already left, as we went into earlier, man. So they are a part of the sheep of Yahushua. They are Israelites. They are going to receive salvation.
Mm-hmm.
So you niggas that keep saying that the Latinos and Native Americans are not our people, or we're not the same people. You niggas are bugged out. That means you don't have the spirit of Yahushua, man.
It means that you all are still blinded.
Yep. Basically.
Because Christians talk about worshiping the true believers going to worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in truth and sincerity, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing is that you're going to know that the so-called Mexicans are, which are the Israelites, are your brothers, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going under the same. We're in the curses too, man.
Yeah,
we got the false, the Esau. Because I've been around, Issachar my whole life, but Esau, what they do, man, they take the father out the household of the Issachar family because they like to point the father, man, for simple ass things, man, for driving without a license. But we got to get to work, man. We got to feed our family. We got to put food on the table, man. Esau pulls us over for no damn reason, puts us in jail for having no license. And you get deported, man. Leaving the mother with the child there, man. It's all the curses, man.
Yeah, that's the curses. And you got, I believe it's called stereotype, I'm not sure. But pretty much how they talk about how Issachar, it's like a bunch of them and stuff. Hey, it's Southern Kingdom the same way, man. Where they got, where their auntie is younger than it's confusing, but it's a big family, man.
It says be fruitful and multiply, man. That's how Israel is, man. We have that, it's like just it's a natural urge for us, man, just to get horny and just let it out, But I got something. It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 3, verse 32. Or is there any other people that knoweth thee besides Israel? Okay, so it's a question. All right. Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob? Another question mark. Verse 33. And yet the reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth and think not upon thy commandments. So these heathens, man, it's bred in them, man. That they're not going to think upon these commandments, man. They're not going to hear the word, man. They're not going to obey Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. They're not going to do it, man. Plain and simple, man.
Yep.
All right. Verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance. And there also that dwell in the world. So shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. You know. And so these heathens, man, are not going to be proclaiming the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. They're not going to be giving all praise, honors, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They're not going to be worshiping Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Only Israel, man. You know, only you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man. You know, only your spirit's gonna bear witness to this word and worship Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. Not these heathens, man. You know, it don't matter how you look, man. You know.
All right, because the scriptures talk about how the Lord don't look on the outer appearance, but the inner appearance, the inner man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the Lord knows what spirits that He created to be onto Himself, and what spirits that He created that's going to be outside the temple, man. You know.
Verse 35. No, it's all good. Or when was it that they dwell, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight, or what people have so kept thy commandments? Verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen, man. Plain and simple, man. Only Israel, you know, is going to keep these commandments, do the work, man. These heathens ain't going to do shit, man. You know, but oppress us, man, and suppress us, man. You know?
Sure.
You guys got it?
You know, just pretty much, you know, one of the other things is look at the characteristics of our people, man. You know, that's what makes us evident that we're Israel, because it pours out, you know, regardless of anything, you know.
That's right. That's all that.
Like, still the next.
Hey, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Now you've seen through this word, man. You know, through the spirit, man. Hey, man, you see Northern and Southern Kingdom coming back together, man. You know, and it's truth, and I see it outside in the world, man. You know, they're starting to get more along, man. You know,
That's right.
and the white man Esau sees that, and they know that they see that their kingdom is falling down, man. You know, the northern and southern kingdom are coming together to go against this white man Esau, man, that has been oppressing them for years, man. You know, because our people are tired of Esau's bullshit, man. You know, I work with Issachar at my job, man, and the general manager, man, these Edomites, the ones that be in the office, man, Issachar is rebelling against them hard, man. You know, Issachar, you know, is calling them motherfuckers out, man. Esau, man. You know, for paying us crumbs and shit, man. I see it happening, man. You know, I be in the truck with them and shit. He'd be telling, hey, these fucking white people ain't shit, man. Fuck these white people, man. Hey, it's the Most High stirring their spirit up, man. You know, for these race wars, man. Ultimately, man. You know. And then the white man sees that, man. The northern and southern kingdom are getting together, man. You know, to go against this white man, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know. But hey, man, it's evident that, man, hey, Northern Kingdom are Israelites, man. And you so-called you people that say that the Hebrew Israelites are only black, man. Hey, you guys don't even go into the scriptures, man. You know, you guys just go based off on other books and artifacts, and you know, you guys don't go off the scriptures, man. Without the scriptures, man, you guys would have never known that you guys were Israelites, man. You know.
That's right. And then that ultimately, the Lord's just preparing us and gathering us again, all right, so we can inherit our land again, man. So He can come get us, man. You know, I got a precept if I may. If you want to close out here.
You got
bring it up. That's something to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's
all right. Pretty much for a lot of you Jakes out there who think that Israel is just all dark skinned and stuff. Hey, guess what? Them Edomites, you know, them East Indians that be working down there in Subway, you know, they're not. They're dark skinned, they got caramel skin just like yourself, but you know that they not of the same people. Why? Because you could tell that in their spirit it's not like yours. You know what I'm saying? You got certain Arabians, Ishmaelites, that's that work like JJ's fish, you know what I'm saying? That's real dark, man, and it's blacker than me and this brother over here, man. All three of us, man. You know, but yeah, you know that they're not Israelites. You know that they're not niggas. You You know.
You know, and a lot of people always confuse these Ishmaelites and Elamites to be Issacharites or Ephraim, man. You know, but our spirits is different, man. Kind of like with the Southern Kingdom and the Africans, a lot of people think they're the same people, but no, the spirit's different, man. Same thing with us, man. You know, our spirit's different from their spirit, man. We don't vibe, we don't get along, man. You know, us Issachar, we're working for these motherfuckers, man. You know, I used to work for Elam, man, for a Pakistani, man, and he was a fucking piece of shit, man. We did not get along, man. He had a badass house and shit, while me living in a small ass house, man. Having cars of the years and shit. You know, there's evidence. You know, they're not Israel, man. You know.
That's right. Well, Did you have another one?
No, that's it.
I'm gonna close out. This is Jeremiah 3:18. It says, "In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your fathers." You know, and at the end of the day, man, that's the connection. The Lord is just bringing us all back together, whether you niggas believe it or not, man. That's why the so-called Latino and Native American tribes bear witness, right along with the Southern Kingdom, man. The so-called Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaican, man. All our spirits bear witness with these scriptures, man. That's because the Lord is gathering his sheep of the fold that was in Judea and in the southern parts of Israel, along with the northern kingdom that had already went into the North and South America, man. The Lord's bringing us all back together, and we should walk together, and that's what's happening, man. That's why you see us out on the highways and byways all together. And people look at like, there's so-called Mexicans. There's exactly, because it's not a black thing, man. It's a spiritual thing, man. All right, because we've been under these curses together, just like it said in Jeremiah, man. We've been oppressed together. And now the Lord's going to gather us, and we're going to go back to our home together, you know? So you niggas that don't believe it, man, the Lord's going to get ready and destroy you if you don't change, if the Lord don't wake you up, you know? Which, like the brother said, the Spirit ain't dealing with you, all right? And you just overlooking the Lord's words, man. And that means you basically scattering the sheep if you're trying to preach that bullshit, man.
That's right.
All right? And the Lord's this is the time he's gathering the sheep so we can go home and you scattering it. You know? So you're going to get a heavy judgment for that. And through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we know that we are the children of Israel, man, based off of the Romans he read earlier. All right? Whether people believe it or not. Okay? You got that video? Good? Okay. So with that, man, Lord willing, we hope this was edifying to the Akim. All right? We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. And salutations, and keep fighting and keep pushing this truth and all this wine and food to the elect and to the sheep, man. As Yahushua bid us to, man. All right, with that, man, shalom and a baba ball.
Shalom. Baba ball.